This is the afternoon of Monday, June 22nd, 2026. Good afternoon, everyone. There is a video that have been trending since yesterday, being Sunday, the video of the Lakurawa terrorist groups. So they were in Niger State, they were in some villages, they were going from mosque to mosque, mobilizing people out of the mosque, teaching Sharia. This is not a new thing or something that is uncommon in northern Nigeria. But there is something that happened. This video started when Bakastin was the first person that posted it on Saturday. So this video started trending. I started launching investigation. It was difficult finding people who were very close or were at the scene where the thing happened. So it took me getting to 2 days before I could really understand what transpired in this video. And that is what I want to explain to you in this video. Now, what was the purpose of this Lakurawa terrorists? Their purpose is to preach Sharia to the people, tell them to convert and believe Sharia and leave Nigerian constitution. Is that the problem? It's a problem, but not the major problem. The major problem is that when the Lakurawa terrorists came, organizing people to preach to them, they said the villagers, the people from that community, now told the Lakurawa terrorists that, listen, if military come out here, they will start shooting you people. We don't want them to shoot us, because they will think that we are still part of the terrorists. Or when you people are exchanging fire, they might also shoot us. Not that we don't want to listen to your preaching. We want to listen to your preaching. We want to surrender to you so that you will not kill us. But don't let military to come out and shoot us. The Lakurawa terrorists now told them that we are in agreement with Nigerian government. We are going to stay here 3 hours to preach. No soldier, no police is going to come here. Guess what? They preached. They did all sort of things. After 3 hours, they left. No soldier, no police came, confirming the word of the Lakurawa terrorists. We are in agreement with the Nigerian government. Why am I making this video? Am I making this video for people to call Nigeria a bad country? No. Am I making this video so that they will say, oh, these people are... No. I'm making this video for people to know the truth. When you know the truth, you know what is coming, you know how to prepare for it. I am making this video for people to actually understand what is going on in Nigeria. Sometimes it's very difficult for people to share the real truth about what is going on in Nigeria. You have been seeing this video flying. Oh, Lakurawa terrorists, but the main details, because the simple question people are asking, so the terrorists are preaching, the Nigerian government did not do anything. The terrorists are preaching, the Nigerian government did not send soldiers to come and attack them. I think you must have been asking such questions. So we go beyond that question you ask. We go to the details, because there is a purpose and reason for everything. Anything you are seeing, there is a reason why such a thing is happening. So, even though you see terrorists parabolating in the street of Abuja, don't worry, they went to visit one powerful politician who has commanded the military not to attack them. I want you people to understand where you are living. You see, the kind of prosperity that's supposed to come in West Africa, especially in Nigerian territory, the kind of prosperity that's supposed to be in our territory is supposed to be a kind of progress that no country in the world will compete with us. Technological and economically, to mention but few, or in all ramification. If Nigeria will go in their separate ways, according to their ideologies, let everybody go and prosper. You see, the majority of the problem you are seeing in Nigeria is because of all these people who want to conquer Nigeria. Whether you say Biafra agitation, this or that, it is because of people who want to conquer Nigeria that led people to say, no, we don't want to be part of Nigeria again. Go to the genesis of this issue of Biafra or Dudua Republic, how it started. Go to the source. It is because there are some people who don't feel comfortable seeing anybody dominating them. They want to conquer everybody, turn Nigeria into Sharia state. By the way, that is the mission and purpose of these people. It is in their handbook. Their mission is to overthrow the Nigerian government, establish a Sharia law, establish an Islamic state which will be governed by Sharia law. It is in their mission statement. So this is not me saying it. Now, what I want you to understand is this. I'm making this video not because I saw the video. I'm giving you this analysis, not because I just saw what transpired. But I am saying this because I want you to know the deep truth. Why these people have the authority. These people already have dominion in so many places. Remember when they kidnapped Niger school children, I told you people that they kidnapped them because these people said Western education is prohibited. They don't want the kind of education you are going. They don't want the kind of school you are going. They want to implement total Sharia law. It is prohibited for you to go to this kind of school. So I want you to ask this question. Is this what you want for your future generation? Now, if the government according to the terrorists, are in agreement with them. Don't you see that you're already in the cage? You're already caged. Like, whether you are protesting or you are still, protest means calling government into action, calling government to do something. So if you are still protesting under terrorists, to fight terrorists, I want you to think. This is terrorists fighting terrorists. How can Lakurawa say they are in agreement with the Nigerian government? And the people could confirm from what they asked the Lakurawa terrorists that don't allow the Nigerian soldiers to come and bomb us or kill us. They said, no. No soldier or police will come here. We are in agreement with them. If anybody comes out to say, I don't believe in one Nigeria, or I don't believe in Nigeria, don't blame the person. Try to understand where the person's concept is coming from. Even you watching me, is this the kind of country you want? Now, let me shock you with the greatest reality about this. Now, the greatest reality, and it is a hard truth, is that this thing is not going to end because people want it. These terrorists are not fighting on their own. These terrorists don't actually, some of them don't like what they are doing, but there are some people in power who are coordinating the activities of these people. Like the people who made the call from Abuja, telling the terrorists to leave in that school. Sorry, telling the Nigerian soldiers. They called the Nigerian soldiers to leave, that terrorists are coming to kidnap the school children, that they should leave. And the military left. The following day, those military men were arrested. The military men said a call came from above and they asked us to leave. And up to today, nobody could publicly publish the name of the person who made the call. And I asked all these people who are coming out for elections, I'm not, if God positions you, let me put it this way, if the nature or God positions you in a particular place, use your position well. If I am in the level where I am powerful opposition candidate, there is something I ought to have been doing. It's not all about I want to change Nigeria, vote for me, do this. And you are seeing such a thing. Let me tell you, if Goodluck Jonathan regime had do this thing before the election, they will force Goodluck out of seat. They will force Goodluck out of seat. Imagine presidency calling soldiers to leave, that terrorists are coming to kidnap the school children. Because as far as I'm concerned, every power from above, the last of them is Tinubu. That is the highest. So if nobody could bring out someone who made the call telling soldiers to leave, that terrorists are coming, including CDS Musa on the Senate floor telling the whole world that he will bring who made the call out, and people were expecting it the following day after they made him Minister of Defense. Up to today, he don't even have liver to talk about that again. I want people to understand this is not because we are trying to talk bad about a country, or no, we are trying to tell you the truth that this thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. There is no how this country will work. This is because people who believe in Shária, they cannot bow down to Nigerian constitution. Someone like Tinubu, someone like Shetima, someone like, even though they swore with Nigerian constitution, these people cannot bow down to Nigerian constitution before they bow down to Shária. They will first of all bow down to Shária. And Shária is opposite of Nigerian constitution. Shária is contrary to Nigerian constitution. Everybody who believes in Shária, every other constitution is just a secondary constitution, is number 2 constitution. So they don't obey Nigerian law. They first of all obey Sharia law. That is why they will violate the Nigerian constitution to recruit terrorists back into the society. Nigerian constitution says it is 20 years imprisonment. But since there is a Sharia law, they will put them into the society. By the way, what those people are fighting is compatible with Sharia, promoting the cause of Allah, preaching Sharia to the people. And if you refuse to accept what they are preaching, they will kill you. It is stipulated in the Sharia. So when they are doing all those things, those who believe in Sharia, don't call them terrorists. And that is why you hear someone like Gumi say they are not going anywhere. They are our brothers. They are not going anywhere. The terrorists are not going anywhere. You will hear both the CDS, Christopher Musa, saying it's a rules of engagement. They are still citizens. We are going to put them into the society. And under General Musa's watch, Buhari at that time, when Musa was leading operation in the Northeast, Buhari was telling the world that time that these people are not Nigerians, that they came from Sahel. And now, Christopher Musa is still here telling everybody that these people are Nigerians. So, there is a big problem here. There is a big problem. Now, the people, what is it called? The government really believe Sharia. Now, tell me how many of them that don't, so unless someone like Akpabio and the only few of them and Benjamin Kano And I mean, people are in a top position in this country who don't believe Sharia. And these people don't have say. They don't have say. If you lock Tinubu in a room, you tell Tinubu to choose between Sharia and Nigerian constitution. You think Tinubu will choose Nigerian constitution before Sharia? What thing they do you now? So, the terrorists said that they are in agreement with the Nigerian government. Period. Now, I want you to open your eyes to understand what we have been saying since. Like, I have a lot of videos. I don't know how to bring these videos out. I mean, the videos I made. There are some videos I made last year because I've done more than 2,000 videos. Just from last year till this year in this channel. So, I made a video. Maybe I will try to look for it and go back to it, where I was telling you people that in 2026, these people are going to annex Nigeria into terror stronghold. If you have been following me, you must have, seen me saying this thing in so many videos last year. And I told you that these people will be going from street to street preaching Sharia. And I told you people again that in the year 2027, 2028, that if Nigeria remain like this, these people will go from house to house. Like, they will come to your house, they will knock, open your door. Do you believe in Sharia or not? They will tell you to recite that thing they used to say. If you don't believe, they will cut off your neck. And that time you will call soldiers. Soldiers will not answer you. Soldiers will be on the run. Police will be on the run. It is very easy to say, God forbid. But it is already happening. So, why is it that you are not forbidding it? You are calling God forbid. We need to forbid this. We need to go for one urgent solution and one permanent solution. The urgent solution is that these people are not special. Imagine if all the whole residents in that community, if they have 8 rounds of pump action, not even AK-47 or pump action, all the whole residents in that community, and they want to challenge these people, they will kill all of them. No level, they will kill all of them. So the first urgent solution I'm telling people is that go and get gun, go and register your gun. If you want to register your gun, join a vigilante group or join, try to join any security outfit. You register your gun expressly. That is number 1. Number 2 is that this country must not be one. They must give these terrorists what they are looking for. If I'm saying this, people say, no, if you say they should give them what they want, it's like you are supporting them. It's like you are trying to reward terrorism. This is not rewarding terrorism. They must give Boko Haram what they want. You must give these people what they want because they are half of Nigerian population. You may not understand what I'm saying. These people are like 43 to 45 population of Nigeria who believe in this terrorism, who believe in these people. So you might be playing a rough game, saying, no, we need to fight these people. You with who are fighting them? I want to know, you with who? You with who are fighting them? You think all these people in government are fighting them? No, now. Guys, I don't know how to explain this thing to people again. You are wasting your time. All these politicians, they are not fighting. They want it. They want it. See, if Nigeria falls to Sharia caliphate today, a lot of Nigeria citizens who are supporting all these terrorists, they have been promised house in Qatar. They have been promised mansions and a lot of things. So this is international game going on in Nigeria. And if someone come out to tell you that they should do this, you must attack it from the root. I don't know how to be politically correct like that or trying to attack a situation from the up. Attack the situation from the root. What we are doing in Nigeria is like, while living in your house, I'm giving you an example. While living in your house, in your sitting room, you on a tap. Or maybe you on a tap from the kitchen. And the tap started dropping, the water started flowing down to the sitting room. When you open your door, you see that the water is already going up. Then you take maybe a bowl, you started packing the water, maybe to the toilet, or you started packing the water out. That's what we are doing. And that is a very useless solution. You have to first of all go and off the tap. Go and off the tap. The tap is leaking. You are here packing the water out. Packing the water out is not the solution. Anybody saying, let us fight them, let us fight them. Military police, you are fighting this. I'm not demoralizing you. You are wasting your time. Give gun to the people will fight them. But while the people are fighting them, you must go and off the tap. The tap is what happened in 1914. Nigeria is not one. Nigeria will never remain one. The amalgamation of Nigeria is what caused all these things. We have no business being even in 2 countries. We are many countries, many nations in this country. And that is the way it should go. If it didn't go that way, no problem. Let's be watching now. Is it not this country? May God keep all of us alive now. May these terrorists not get to our corner and defeat us. May God keep us alive. And you will use your eyes to watch what is going to happen in this country. Watch what is going to happen. But the only solution that we ordinary people, like me and you, can do is to make sure we equip ourselves, we prepare for everything. Just assume you don't have a government. Assume you have a pseudo country. Assume you have a fake country. Assume that you don't have anybody to protect you. Protect yourself. Like the cries and the echoes that came out from just today, in just Plateau State. Up to 18 people were slaughtered overnight by these jihadists who want to take over the country. And guess what? Tinubu is telling the governor to make sure that he put more Fulani people into the government in Plateau State. Nigeria, may God have mercy on us. We are in a serious trouble. And the only way to come out of this trouble is to let this country partition. That is just it.